Good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is from the Flying Can Ranch. I mean, after all, time is just an illusion, a man-made concept. Okay, moving right along. What do we got today? I want to share with you. We'll get it up here and we'll show it a little bit, and then we'll go over some specs. I'll tell you a few other things. Is the Crosman Magfire Ultra. And we'll move along here, and I'll tell you, you guys are going to have to thank our friends over there, First Aid Air Guns. I did a little communicate with him. He showed me a few things. We'll come on down here, and we'll flip it over. Pretty much the same story. We'll come down it, and let you see it. You have to excuse my hands, they're a little dirty. I've been doing some mag polishing on my one motorcycle. And there you go. So, let's talk about it. This comes in different configurations. I think they have I don't remember now. You can look it up on Airgun Depot or Pyramid Air, places like that. You can kind of get it with like an AR-15 grip. Just different configurations. But this particular one, I think all of them you can get in a, wind's getting me, in a, well, that was a stupid move. You can get it in a 177 or a 22 caliber. So if you get it in the 177, they say around 1,300 feet with alloy pellets. In the 22 version, it's about 975, also alloy pellets. In the 177 version, you will have a 12-round magazine, and in the 22 caliber version will be a 10-round magazine. And we'll get to that magazine here in a minute. Now, it's pretty good synthetic stock. It's got these nice rubber inserts right here and then up here. And one thing I like, you got a little bit of a palm swell up here toward the front. So before we get too far off there, it's got a quiet fire technology. The overall weight is about 9.80 pounds. Overall length is 47 inches, and I'm guessing that barrel to be about 20 inches. It has a 45-pound cocking effort, so it's a little tough to cock. Nitro piston, gas type technology. It's got a 2-stage adjustable trigger. It does have a sling stud here and another piece up here, and it does come by this 3.9 by 40 scope. We'll talk about that too. So that's all I can tell you on the spec side. You got a good rubber bud pad. Could have been maybe cut through a little bit there to keep from slipping, but I haven't had a problem with it. It's got the inside the trigger safety. Pretty positive. That's a manual safety, mind you, so when you cock it, it doesn't go into safe mode. Now, quick thing is, you got this Weaver type rail. When they ship this to you, these scope mounts are on the scope, and you're going to save yourself a lot of time if you don't try to install the scope that way. Take it all apart, put your Weaver rails on, put your scope back together, and trust me, I know I did this. I knew better, but I did it, and I got disastrous results. So it's a little bit of a heavy gun, 9 some odd pounds. Feels very good up against the shoulder. I like that. Now, I will say this scope, it's a center point scope, and I think the crosshairs are very thin on this. I would like to have seen a thicker crosshair, or maybe a staged or with the gated lines in it, but it came with a gun. I might change it later. I don't know. I've had pretty good luck with it so far. There was something else I was going to mention to you about this. But we're going to go on to something else, and you'll have to excuse me for just 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. We're going to come over here, and we're going to pop this magazine out. We're going to talk about this magazine real quick. So I got to see where I'm at on the magazine. Tell you what we're going to do here real quick. I'm just going to cock it over. You're going to be able to hear how quiet this thing is. I don't want that target. And this might be dry. Yep. Well, that'll ring your ears out real good. So we'll get it down here. And you sort of have to, I don't know if I can get this on camera or not. You just got to have to pinch this magazine and pop it up out of there. When you put it back, it will make sure you get a good click. There you go. So we're going to pop this magazine back out. And the way I found best to load this thing is you got your side with your number, and you got these little pieces on each side. So what I've been doing is you want to, I got to remember how this works. Okay. You want to load your pellet. Here's your number side right here. So you're going to come in nose first into the number side, because you got to remember you're going to have to see the numbers. We'll talk about that too. And you're going to drop that little pellet in there like so, and just push it up a little bit. Not too far, it'll jam up. Take your finger and push down on the little teeth till it clicks. And then you're going to come up here again, and you're going to drop a little pellet. There's little arrows on the bottom of this. I'll show you in a minute. Get up in there, you little dirty dog. And I can do this a lot faster, and I've messed with it. Okay, I'll show you. You can see it. I doubt it. There's little arrows on the bottom of it. And then you're going to do that again. And you just keep doing that till you go all the way around. And I want to speed it up a little bit here so you can see what I'm doing. My hand keeps dropping. And we'll get another one in there, and we will click. And another one in there. Now, one of the things I want to point out as we get moving along here, I like to look over. I got 4 more to load. And I usually just count them off as I go. But here we are talking away on a nice sunny morning, afternoon, evening, because time doesn't exist. I got to stop watching these YouTube videos. 2 more rounds to go. And I think, we'll see. And 1 more round to go, I think. Okay, you'll see that one. And you're going to flip it. And then you'll see 0. When that says 0, do not put another pellet in it. Because now you're ready to just push it back in. And hit click. And there you go, right there. It's just that simple. It's not hard to load. I mean, I'll tell you right now, I think Gameo owns it on this end of the stick as far as his magazines go, because I've got various other air guns that take magazines, but I'll just be honest with you, I believe Gameo owns it. And they really got the thing going on. Now, one thing I want to point out is this does come with sights. They're pretty much regular sights. There's no fiber optics to them. You can adjust them. Same thing with the front. It's got a big sight up here. Again, no fiber optics. I'd have to probably paint that. Now, one thing I don't like with this sight on here, it's very hard to see that window that tells you your pellets. Of course, I'm an old guy, so I would probably have to, every other shot, put on me spectacles, and then you can kind of tilt the gun back, and you can see it or see how many shots. Right now it's 0, and then we'll go on and on and on until you get to that little red triangle, then you're dead. Don't shoot it no more, because you just heard I dry fired it right then. So there it is. It's a Crosman Magfire Ultra. Again, and you can get it 177 or 22. I've been playing with it. I did pretty good with it yesterday. We got dialed in pretty good. And I was blowing the caps of pickle bottles off of something. So I've got it dialed in about 65 feet or whatever. It worked out pretty good. So I wanted to share that with you. Now, one thing I read in the reviews is that a lot of people complained that this clip was flimsy. Well, it is a little flimsy, but not near as bad as my Synergies is, you know, my Humorix Synergies. So it fits in there pretty good. I communicated with a guy for First Aid Air Gun, and he said his works out pretty good. So, you know, he sort of online talked me into buying it. So, a little stiff on the trigger. I do need to adjust that trigger a little bit out of the box. But all in all, pretty good gun. It hits pretty solid. I'll try to put together a shooting video later on today or tomorrow. We've got this threat of rain coming on, so we'll just play it out from there and see how it goes. So I want to share that with you. And whoop, that's how I do at the Flying Can Ranch. Whew, boom, boom. Catch you later.